Hi, Nick Osborne with the Personal Training Department Blueprint. Okay, I work with dozens and dozens of clubs all over the world and hundreds of trainers. And I get the same question all the time from both owners and from trainers. The question is, how do I make more money? So at one point I put together two lessons, one called How to Make an Extra $10,000 a Year and another one called How to Make $65,000 a Year as a personal trainer in a gym working 35 hours a week. And they're both on my blog, trainingpersonaltrainers.com. However, I still get the question asked over and over, even after people watch these lessons. So I wanted to put together a quick lesson that explains that the reason why you're not making the money you want is you're not following the 9 steps to success path. And it's pretty simple. Now, a lot of people ask, what are the 9 steps? Now I've seen a lot of gurus, a lot of people on the internet make this 50 steps, like they have this super secret thing, and the more steps the better, or simplifying it to the point where there's like 3 steps, and it's like, think about it, go do it, you achieve it. And it's not really that simple. I found that there's actually just 9 steps. And it's a proven path designed to allow you to focus on accomplishment, not on how hard it is or anything else. All the pieces and steps on the path are designed to focus on the accomplishment. What are the results that I got at the end of the path, okay? And the path is relatively simple, and I'm going to provide a PDF for you on this path. So the steps are, what do I want to achieve? That's number 1. Number 2, break it down. Number 3, what actions would I need to take that I'm not taking now or doing now, or even enough of? Step number 4 is, what would I need that I don't have now? So not the actions, but physical things or knowledge that I don't have, something like that. 5, schedule my actions. 6, list the goals or outcomes that each action or time is designed to elicit, okay? 7 is work hard to achieve those outcomes, those goals. 8 is evaluate your accomplishment. And 9 is make adjustments and start the whole path over again. So you can see it's not that complicated. So let's look at each one of these, let's say from a trainer's perspective, and give some common answers that we almost always run into when we start implementing this path with our trainers that we work with the Personal Training Department Blueprint. Okay, so let's start with number 1. What do you want to achieve? Now, almost every trainer says, oh, I want to make more money. That's fine, but you need to tell me how much more, because until you quantify it, I can hand you $5 and said you just made more money than you did before, and you're done. So let's quantify it. How much money do you really need to make? So to pay your bills, you need to make, say, $20,000. Then how much money do you want to be able to go out and do the other things you want to do with your life? Go on vacation, buy a new car, start a family, whatever it is. Let's say it's an extra $10,000 from that. So you need $30,000. And this might be half of what some trainers say they need to make. I always tell trainers to add at least 10 or 15% on top of that, just because you never know what's going to happen. And as soon as you start making more money, you're going to start spending a little bit more. So let's say 33, let's round it to $35,000. Okay, compare that to where you are right now. So let's say right now you're at $25,000 and you want to make an extra $10,000 a year. This is what's called breaking it down. Now, I like to say that personal trainers only have really 50 effective weeks during a work year without taking too much vacation. So $10,000 broken down by 50 weeks is $200 a week. Okay? Now, if a trainer's take-home pay per hour averages, say, $25 a week, that means they need to add about 8 hours of training into each week. Now, this can be one-on-one if you're at that point, but it's more than likely going to come into partner training, semi-private, that's 3 to 5, some sort of group boot camp, or small group training. So you want to add 8 more hours of training into your week through one of these. Again, one-on-one, filling some times that you don't have, partner training, semi-private training, or boot camps, or small group training. Okay, and if each average of clients that you have, each client averages that they train 1.5 times a week. So nobody really trains a half time a week, but let's say that they average out of all of your clients, that you average about 1.5 times a week. Then that means you need to add 6 new clients to your roster to make an extra $10,000. That doesn't sound that bad, but if I told you from the beginning, you got to add $10,000 more in your money, you're freaking out. 6 new clients, training 1.5 times a week, and you taking home $25 an hour is all you need to do. Okay, so what actions do you need to do to achieve these goals? Let's say your goal is to add 1 new person a week for the next 6 weeks. Again, doesn't sound too bad. Now that's taking into account you don't lose any clients. So let's say that your net gain each week is 1 no matter what. Some weeks you might need to add 2 because one of your clients quit. So what do? You need to do emails to the list that you created and offer some sort of special if these people sign up before the end of the month. Have a contest. The first 5 people that sign up and can do 10 push-ups with you, you'll give them an extra session. Spend time doing floor time. And if somebody walks up to you while you're talking to them on the floor, or you have the opportunity of giving them some sort of special, give them a special. Look, I'll give you a fitness assessment for free if you sign up, or I'm giving everybody that talks to me on the floor a free fitness assessment. It's normally $99, but I'll do it to you for free. Or I'm having a sample group training session next Thursday at 4 o'clock. When you do the sample group training session at the end, you make everybody an offer. Look, I'm wanting to change this from a sample to a full class. If I can get 3 or 4 of you guys to come in at once, I'll give everybody a diet and an extra free training session. I'll buy all of you a smoothie. Who's in? Let's go up front and start up. So you get 6 or 8 people in your sample class, trying to sign up 3 to 5 of them. You might want to, with your current clients, bring in a friend and let them train for 2 weeks. At the end of the 2 weeks, you're going to make them an offer to sign up with you. Do a sample education class for the gym. Foam rolling class. Why and how to do foam rolling. What's proper nutrition look like? Here's a half hour with Bob the trainer or Sandy the trainer on how to get vegetables in without it being too much of a hassle. How to do interval training. How to do metabolic circuits. Why ropes are good. How to use kettlebells. Any of these things. Man, I'd be running one of these classes a week, every week, and getting people to sign up. At the end of the class, give them an offer, have them sign up. Do some public speaking. Go to your Rotary Club or any of your small groups that meet every couple weeks or once a month, and do a public service talk on why losing 40 pounds for your office between 8 people is going to lower your health care costs and keep everybody working harder and make everybody happier. Get your own door flyers or door hangers made up where you're going around in a neighborhood giving a special offer on a regular piece of paper that you put up with those sticky dots, and it's got your business card at the bottom, a picture of you, better yet, a picture of some of your clients before and after. And if you would like these results, call Bob the trainer or Sandy the trainer and let me get you started. Do that in the middle of the day when nobody's already training and they're not going to be able to make any phone calls. So these are the things that you should be able to do. Plus there are tons of other ideas that you can do that you're probably not doing right now. I like to say get a lot of poles in the water so you can catch as many fish as you possibly can. Now the next step is number 4. What do I need that I don't have right now? So let's say you don't have a sales process. You got hired by the gym and there's no sales training. Go find some sales training. Go figure out what it needs to do. If you don't know how to do marketing, go watch some marketing videos. Buy a marketing book. Do something that you're not doing right now. Learn how to do it. Now, if it's something like a flyer, it's a physical object, go buy it. If you don't have flyers, get them made. Get them made in 100 at a time and put them up. You might only be able to afford $25 worth of flyers. That's fine. Get them made. Use them. It doesn't cost you that much money. 25 bucks out of your own pocket to promote yourself, get people in the gym so you make money, not a big deal. If you might have to get skin calipers so you can do body fat tests, or a blood pressure cuff so you can do blood pressure and body fat. Anything else that you need that's a physical thing to help you in acquiring new people, you need to go get it. Number 5, schedule my actions. Now this is where most trainers never get. So they don't get a marketing plan. They don't have everything that they need. But even if they do that, they never schedule it into their training. They just say, I'm going to do more marketing this week. No, block off the time. You want to say, and what you're doing at that time. Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m., I'm doing floor time. Gym's busy. I don't have a client at that time. I'm going to walk around, put dumbbells where they need to be, straighten up weights and machines, and I'm going to wipe down some stuff, and I'm going to talk to members each day. Wednesday at noon, I'm going to speak at the Rotary Club. Thursday at 3:30, I'm going to do phone calls because I don't have any clients, and I'm going to leave messages for a ton of people so I can get some callbacks. Friday at 6 p.m., I'm going to do a sample group training session where I get as many people in, get them experiencing my energy, what we do here as a personal training department, and how I get them results, and then I'm going to give them an offer at the end. Saturday, while I'm watching football, I'm going to email every person I called, talked to, that was in my sample group training class. Saturday is nothing about, or Sunday is nothing about emails and contacting people in a passive way, giving them an offer, letting them know I'm interested in checking up on them. It's pretty simple, but most trainers never get to actually scheduling personal training, marketing, and what they're actually going to do. Now the next one is number 6. List the outcomes for each action and time that I did or I'm going to do. No trainer does this. So if you start doing this, you're way ahead of the curve. What do you want to accomplish, and what are you going to work your butt off to accomplish on each and every one of these marketing sessions? So Tuesday at 5:30 when I'm doing floor time, what do I want to accomplish? I've got an hour here. What am I going to do? What do I want to accomplish? I want to add 5 people to my list and schedule 2 people into my sample training session for Friday, and I want to schedule 1 sales assessment. That's my goal. That's what I'm going to work to do. Okay? Wednesday at noon when I'm speaking at the Rotary Club, I want to get 2 people to come in and let me do fitness assessments with them. Thursday when I do my phone calls, I want to call in half an hour. I want to call 20 people and leave messages if I don't get a hold of them, telling them about my sample group training class on Friday. Friday, my sample group training class at 6 p.m., I better have 8 people in it, and my goal is to get 4 people to sign up with my group training session afterwards. I'm going to create that offer. They're all going to have fun. I'm going to save the last 10 minutes as a cool down, question, answer, and provide some sort of incentive for them to sign up that day, whether I'm going to buy all of them 5 smoothies a piece, whoever signs up, whatever it is. I'm going to give them something. But I'm going to make sure that they all get presented some sort of offer to get started now. And Saturday when I email everybody, I'm going to make such an enticing offer that I want to make sure that I get back 10 phone calls, and I better be sending out at least 75 to 100 emails. If not, my list isn't big enough. I need to build my list more. 7, work hard to achieve these goals. Just because you've planned it, just because you've scheduled it, just because you have an outcome that you want from each one of these doesn't mean you're going to achieve anything. You actually have to work at it. So when it's Tuesday at 5:30 and it's time to market and you've got certain goals, do you work your butt off to achieve those goals, or are you just kind of going through the motions? Same thing happens with your clients. If they just come in and kind of go through the motions with you, they're never going to reach their goals. Same thing with you. You got to work hard. And nothing will help you more than exceeding the results that you were looking for. You wanted to talk to 5 people, you talked to 7. You wanted to schedule 2 people into your sample group training session on Friday, you scheduled 3. You're ahead of the game, you feel good about yourself. Confidence is just pouring out of you, and I guarantee you people want to train with people who are confident and know what they're doing. So you've got a better chance now of even creating more sales. Step number 8, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, both of them preferably, evaluate your accomplishments. Did I do what I said I was going to do? Did I reach my goals? I added 2 people this week. I am a marketing and sales genius. I feel good. Next week, maybe I'll set my goal as 2. I'm already ahead of my goal to making an extra $10,000 this year. Okay? If you didn't, step back and say, what didn't I do? Be honest with yourself. Did I really work as hard as I said I was going to work? What was I strong at? What was I weak at? I got 8 people into my group training session, but nobody signed up. Wow, I need to talk to some of these people and find out what did I do or not do that didn't make them want to sign up right then. Get some good feedback so you can go back next time and make some changes, which is number 9. Make adjustments and start all over. At the end of the week, no matter what you accomplished, you have to evaluate it, then you have to make adjustments. If you're rocking and rolling and you're ahead of the game, you still can tweak it. I need to maybe add a little bit more marketing time with my phone calls or emails. If you didn't reach your goal, you got some major adjustments to make. I didn't even meet my one client, adding 1 client this week goal, so I need to make some major adjustments. I didn't get anybody into my group training sessions. Why not? What didn't I do? Where did I not get anybody back? My floor time was really strong. I got 3 people who said they were going to come in, and they did come in, so floor time's fine, but my emails and phone calls and Rotary Club and all that, none of those people came in. So I got to make some adjustments. The cool thing about if you're working a system is you get to start over and do it all over again and make some smart changes along the way, which is really cool, and you get to see improvement, just like your clients. They might not be perfect day 1, come in and yeah, they had a Twinkie instead of having that celery stalk. That's fine, you got a little bit of results. Let's go back and change that next week. Just because you messed up this week and it wasn't successful doesn't mean you're done. It's not an all or nothing game. You get to make adjustments, you get to improve, and that's the great thing about personal training is you're helping people, but you get to learn as you go. You get to find out your strengths, the people around you, and you get to work on your weaknesses, just like our clients do. It's not a judgment. We're talking about getting better, and that's all we want to do is get you better and improve you all the way through. Now, this is all you need to do, those 9 steps. But you have to do each and every step as well as you can, or you're not going to move ahead. We're all about moving ahead, right? We're personal trainers. We're excited. We love to help people. We want to help ourselves. Now, don't get caught up in making this too complicated. It's really not. Just follow the 9 steps. It'll be relatively simple. You need to focus on results, not on how hard it is or making things overcomplicated so you can't do them, or trying to make them even more simple by skipping steps, because if you skip a step, you're really not going to get ahead. I hope all this makes sense, and I know if you really follow this and embody this as much as you can over the next 60 days, you're going to add not just $10,000, you might even add another $20,000 to your bottom line if you implement this over 60 days and then carry this through for the next year. Now, I know there are a few of you that are going to implement this. Most of you probably won't. The question is, are you one of the few that will implement this as a trainer? Now, owners, don't think I'm leaving you out of this also, because you should be able to implement these 9-step success paths in your club too. Imagine if every one of your trainers added $10,000 to their bottom line. How cool would that be? And if you got them $10,000 to their bottom line, how loyal are they to you? How does their life change? Not only that now, look at how much, if you've got 5 trainers and you make as much money as they do for the club, that's an extra $50,000 to you that you're making every year. So that's pretty cool. So it's not that complicated. It's just you got to do each step each and every week. You can't really skip them. You got to really implement it. So if you got any questions, feel free to email me at Nick@Personal Training Department Blueprint. Otherwise, until next time, Nick with the Personal Training Department Blueprint, helping you create a great team of fitness professionals.